And welcome to this new video with Mowx, and I know it's been a while, but we have a lot to talk about, from temperature trends to a very important tropics update, so watch this video all the way to the end. Let's first talk about those temperature trends, and as we're beginning the month of October, you want to know what our normal highs for this time of the year are. Now again, these aren't the actual temperatures, but typically this time of the year, we have them ranging in the upper 60s to lower 70s across Missouri and Illinois. Now as of October 6th, our current normal high is just around 74 degrees, but again, it's fall, so it will be dropping throughout the month. Now let's talk about the actual temperatures, what we think they might be, because this map that you see on your screen will change, the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And from October 12th through the 16th, you can see we're covered by above normal temperatures. And I know when we look at the current normal high for this time of the year, you're like, Alvin, that doesn't feel so much like fall, but I promise you, we're going to have something for everyone. And over the next couple of days, if you're a real big fan of fall, I say maybe take a walk in the morning, because you'll have those cool, crisp mornings. It'll feel a little bit more like fall in the morning, but also we're going to have something for everyone eventually in the afternoons as well. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, October 14th through the 12th, still has above normal temperatures favored, but again, as we head later into the month, that confidence starts to drop a little bit. So with our normal highs dropping, the afternoon highs eventually will fall as well throughout the month. So again, there's going to be some fall for everyone eventually, but there'll also be some warm days here and there. So something to know. Now looking overall at October, it does look like equal chances. This is what I meant by something for everyone. Equal chances of maybe below normal temperatures or above normal temperatures, which means there will be something for everyone as we watch the leaves change color. Of course, they might be affected a little bit just because of the drought we've been dealing with the last couple of months. But of course, there'll be something for everyone with, again, those normal highs for this time of the year in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So generally, some warmer days and some fall days can be expected, including those mornings as well. But I have something much more important to talk about, and I know we just got finished talking about Helene. I spoke about it over on X, and unfortunately, we have something else in the Gulf. Now, again, this is as of Sunday, October 6th, so I do not want to confuse anyone, but all eyes are on Milton. This is your tropics update. And of course, you can see it's in the Gulf as we speak right now, and unfortunately, Florida, once again, might be impacted by this. Now, let's hope this changes, because I really hate to talk about this because of everything I saw with Helene. I don't want to picture or imagine what this hurricane could do. But again, let's just hope for the best for Florida. And if you have any friends and family there, I'll let them know about it. Because you can see over the next couple of days, by potentially midweek, Wednesday or Thursday, we could have this knocking on the doorstep of Florida. So that definitely is something to monitor really closely. If you have any friends and family there, don't worry. Make sure they're following the National Hurricane Center for the updates, because they aren't alarming people. They're just going to make sure they are prepared. And also note that the track might/will change. Let's hope it does change, because I know a lot of us are just tired of the tropics, and let's just hope this works out for the best. I'm going to be monitoring this very closely, and I'll have updates on my Twitter page as well. Let's talk more about Milton, even though I know we don't want to talk about it, but it will be quickly intensifying and moving eastward, northeastward towards Florida. One of the big concerns with this is going to be, of course, those hurricane force wind gusts, tropical storm wind gusts as well across parts of the Florida Gulf Coast, as well as storm surge. But also one thing to monitor, because it has been something we've been monitoring over the last couple of weeks, or the National Hurricane Center has been, is of course that heavy rainfall as well. So that definitely is something to monitor as well. And I know I'm talking about this right now, and you might not be hearing a lot about it today, Sunday, October 6th, but you're going to hear a little bit more about this as the days progress. Now, all eyes again are on Milton. And again, this is not for St. Louis, this is Florida. So no local impacts are expected. But again, let's hope for changes with this, because one big concern about this, of course, with all tropical systems, is going to be heavy rainfall. And you can see parts of Florida, at least maybe missing the panhandle of Florida, but definitely still keep an eye on this. You can see areas like Tampa Bay, Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, Florida. All these areas are going to get some impacts from this, and we could be looking at upwards of 5 to 8 inches. Maybe some areas, localized areas, of course, getting a lot more than that. Again, for the state of Florida, not St. Louis, not Missouri, not Illinois. So I don't want to confuse anyone, and thank you if you're still watching this video. But again, over the next couple of days, we're going to monitor Milton very closely, and all we can hope for is that this weakens, but the water temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are pretty warm, so it's unlikely that happens. But let's just hope it gets picked up by some wind shear, or maybe we get a high that stops it. We'll see what happens, but we're just going to have to hope for the best for Florida, because I hate to talk about this. It's devastating what Helene did, and I hope we're not going to get a repeat from this from Milton. So just fingers crossed. I'm going to have the latest on your temperature trends, what you can expect here locally across Missouri and Illinois as we're moving into October. That brings excitement because Halloween's around the corner, or because the leaves will be changing color. Now, I'll tell you one thing. You can see these photos of the leaves here. I don't think they're going to become like this here in the St. Louis area, only because of how the drought has impacted us locally. And that could have an effect on the leaves' color change and even affect how quick these leaves might fall. So we're going to just have to see how this plays out. But fall is definitely the season of amazing colors. And of course, transitioning from now to winter also means, again, those normal highs will be dropping. So if you didn't like the temperature trends from earlier in this video, just know that there will be something for everyone this month in October. But again, all eyes on Milton, and hopefully we don't have to talk about anything else after that. But until then, thank you for watching this video. Download Twitter or X to follow me. I'll have the latest outdoor weather report. That will be quicker than this. And of course, I'll continue to monitor the tropics as well. Again, this was uploaded Sunday, October 6th, because I spoke about the tropics. I don't want to confuse anyone. So again, this was Sunday, October 6th, and we're monitoring the tropics very closely over the next couple of days, possibly by midweek for Florida. But let's hope that track does change so that we don't have to deal with what Helene brought to other states. But luckily that this hurricane that's in the Gulf does look to miss a lot of areas that were impacted by Helene, but unfortunately Florida has to monitor this very closely. Otherwise, no local impacts here locally. That's the good news for us here in St. Louis. But until then, enjoy those cool, crisp mornings and warm afternoons as well. But again, fall for some people as well. Until then, I hope you have a great start to your week, St. Louis.